In a car world that is increasingly populated by jacks of all trades, we just love a car that really knows what it's for. A Ferrari 488 GTB is one of them, a Land Rover Defender another. And believe me, a smart ForTwo is a third. This all-new third generation of Smart shows just how closely Mercedes, its creators, have listened to those who like the idea of the old Smart but still turned away from it. If you thought the old Smart was some kind of ultimate urban dweller, it really is nothing compared to this one. The turning circle, for instance, has been tightened so much it'll make a London taxi look like a juggernaut. In addition, it now has power steering, so the car is not just easy to park, it's effortless too. People used not to like the old robotised manual gearbox in the old Smart, so what do you get now? Well, you get a choice. You can either have a completely normal 5-speed gearbox or a really smooth and satisfying automatic 2. And what if you need more space than you'll get in this really very abbreviated Smart ForTwo? Well, now there's an all-new Smart 4.4, which is the same kind of car but longer, with rear seats and 4 doors. So well suited is the Smart to life in town that you may find yourself driving around wondering why anybody would choose to be in any other kind of car. Nor has Smart made the mistake of thinking that small necessarily means cheap. The cheapest versions are still quite affordable, but if you want, you can spec it up with the same sort of equipment levels that you'll find in an executive saloon. Now, of course, that's all well and good, but no car, not even the Smart, can live in town alone. So the question is, what is it like beyond the city limits? And with the old Smart, to be honest, it wasn't that great. Well, this one is certainly good enough. The ride is fine, the refinement level surprisingly good for a very small car. It might not be your first choice of car to drive from London to Edinburgh, but if you suddenly found that you had to, it would be no problem at all. A car like a Smart will never be for everyone. There will always be those that are put off by the looks, or just those tiny proportions. They may think that the car is somehow not safe. It is very safe indeed. It's passed all the tests and to the highest standards. But nevertheless, this is a car that is going to polarize opinion. All I can tell you is that if you like the idea of this new Smart, then the reality is, if anything, even better.